Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are going to do something a little bit different. You may have heard me mention it before, but my first love in horror was the found footage style, specifically the analog horror subgenre. So I figured why not combine my love for all of you guys and create my own analog horror piece. This investigation will follow the cryptic signals we received from the cursed television set featured in my last video. If you haven't seen that one yet, I highly recommend checking it out after this one, as they are meant to be watched in order. So without further ado, let's dive right into the cursed signals of the Grey Man. Visual. Close up on the television set. The screen is filled with a snowy static, with a very subtle, fleeting glimpse of a featureless, tall gray figure. Show the knobs on the side of the TV and the numbers 11, 11, 25, as if the time has been changed from the last video. Audio. Static and white noise with a barely perceptible hum underneath it all. When I last left off, I had just finished tuning in the television to what I thought was a dead channel. But shortly after doing so, I began receiving a mysterious signal, one that seemed to be coming from another dimension. All that snowy static wasn't just a result of a bad connection or a failing television. No, that was something else entirely. So now I'm sitting here staring at the screen, waiting to see if whatever this is would happen again. And it did. But only after midnight, when the clock struck 12, the signal returned. Only this time it was different. It was clearer. Whatever this thing was, it was trying to show itself to me. And then I saw it. Something tall and gray, like a human in color, yet featureless. All I could make out was its general shape as it moved through the static. It almost looked as if it were made of smoke, but smoke that was both solid and sentient. I couldn't look away. I wanted to see more, to understand what it was and where it was coming from. Then just as suddenly as it appeared, it vanished. The only evidence of its presence was the snow that continued to fall across the screen. After a few moments of it showing itself over and over again, I tried to record it. But as soon as I hit the record button, the signal cut out. I double and triple checked the camera to make sure that it was recording, and it was. But when I reviewed the footage, there was nothing there. It was just a blank screen. As I sat there staring at the television set, the clock blinked 11, 11, 25. It was happening again. That same feeling of dread washed over me, and I couldn't help but feel that whatever was happening on that screen was trying to tell me something, trying to warn me about something. I reached out and turned the volume down, but the sound that came out wasn't from this world. It was a cacophony of buzzing, humming, and screeching. It sounded like nails on a chalkboard or fingernails scraping down a glass window. It was high-pitched and grating, and it hurt my ears to listen to it. What is this thing? Where is it coming from? Is it trying to communicate with me? And if so, why? I don't know. Whatever it is, it seems to be stuck in this television set, trapped inside the static, unable to break free, but it's trying. It wants to come through. There's something else here too, buried deep within the signal. Almost imperceptible to the human ear is a faint heartbeat, a slow, steady pulse that seems to be coming from the television itself. It's like the television is alive, breathing, waiting for something. Now the picture is starting to clear up a bit. I can see more of this thing now. It's definitely humanoid in shape, but there's no face, no features, just an endless expanse of gray. It looks like a tall, thin man, but it's impossible to say for sure because it keeps disappearing and reappearing in different parts of the screen. It seems to be made of the static itself, moving through it, shifting and changing with it. Sometimes it looks like a tall, thin tree. Other times, it looks like a person. But most of the time, it looks like nothing so much as a big gray blob. But that doesn't matter anymore, because it just showed itself to me again. Clear as day, right there on the screen. And this time, I'm gonna try something crazy. Okay, I think I might have just figured something out. Okay, I'm gonna turn the TV off and keep the speakers on. Maybe if I can get the audio from the TV without the visual interference, maybe I can get a better recording of what this thing sounds like. Yeah, the signal's still coming through. Okay, great. Now I just got to find a way to get this into the computer, and we'll be able to analyze it. Okay, we're connected. Let's bring the levels up. Audio, distorted whispering. Whisper, the gray man. Visual, the TV screen goes completely black. Then the whispering gets louder, and the screen fills with static once again. Is the gray man trying to communicate with us? What does it want? Why is it showing itself to me? These are questions I may never have the answers to. But one thing is for sure, whatever this is, it's cursed. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this little foray into the world of analog horror. There's a lot more where this came from, so keep your eyes peeled for the next video in this series. As always, thanks for watching and have a great night.